This is Saida Johnson, host of Heartfelt Testimony, broadcasting live each week, Tuesday at 7 on FBRN Studios in Bedford, Texas. Log on to hear powerful testimonies of Christians who have walked through the fire, come out on the other side with a powerful testimony, one that will encourage you to live your life for Christ. So be sure to log on each week at 7 to catch Heartfelt Testimony. Hey, good afternoon, good evening. I was waving at my friends. Hey, friends. Hey, you're listening to Heartfelt Testimony. I am Saida Johnson. What is going on? My co-host is in the room. What's going on, Cage?
Hey.
We call him Special K.
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm good.
It's
How's
all
it
good.
going?
It's all good
You
on
good?
this nice March.
Yes.
Nice March day.
It was kind of risky a little.
Yeah.
But nice.
Hey, it's typical Texas.
Yeah.
Springish, winterish day.
Yes.
About 65ish, which is good.
65.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, life is good. As long as I can get up and experience it, that's all I'm concerned
that's
about.
What you're concerned about.
That's it.
Mainly.
You know. So hey. long as I ain't got to wake up and say,
You know what I'm saying?
it's kind of hot.
Yep.
I'm good, right? So we're going to roll with it.
We
God is good all of the
Come
time.
on.
So
He is so good.
we're going to continue to work with what God gives us, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's really what it's about. That's really what it's about.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. So everything is going well.
Good. The kids are good. Everybody is.
The kids are doing well.
Okay.
The kids are doing good. I can't complain, right?
Right.
They can, but I ain't.
You're not going to?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not going to complain at all. Yeah, so, it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to sign on and listen to all my Facebook family and friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight is going to be hot. I just want to talk to my girls. This is Women's Month.
Yes, it is.
We're celebrating Women's Month this month, the month of March. We're celebrating, and let me kick my shout out, my heavenly shout out to Olivia Broadus.
Amen.
She was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing woman.
Yes.
She taught me everything I know. When you see me, you see her. Yes.
Amen. Well, I'm gonna get mine out to Marcella Grimes.
Come on now.
It's funny because my neighbor across the street, she sent me a picture today, and there were two cardinals sitting on the top of my house.
Oh.
Yes, so they say that when birds sit at the top of your house, some birds, that it is a sign from God that your relatives or loved ones are present.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to take that as a sign that my mother or somebody is protecting my home. God is sent, yes. So that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah. So, we're going to roll
miss
with
my
that.
mama. I don't know if you...
I miss mine.
I have so much I want to tell her.
Yeah, exactly right.
So much I want to tell her, right?
Yeah, exactly right. So it's good. So if those in the audience, if your mother's still living, please appreciate her.
Please.
All right. Whatever issues you got, lay that to the side.
Come on, just for a minute.
You know what I'm saying? Or give her a call, tell her how much you love her. If they're older, I know they can get a little cantankerous about some stuff. They may say some stuff.
Yeah.
May not. You agree with, but it is what it is. They may talk about your weight.
Come on.
Say something slick.
What's wrong with your hair?
What's wrong with you?
So true.
I've had to come and say,
you gonna
they
wear
don't
that
necessarily
to
mean it. Yeah. What you got that on for?
What you mean?
You over there today?
Yeah.
Anybody say nothing? Yeah. So, I mean.
Exactly.
Go on there and fix you something to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't talk about your weight. Go on there and fix you something to eat.
Did you eat today?
What you eat today? So, seriously, appreciate who's in front of you, what's in front of you.
Absolutely.
And, thank God. Gratitude is the best attitude, right?
So true.
And so, I wish I had learned that before my mom, dad, or my
Exactly.
father passed as well.
Mm-hmm. Mine too, yeah.
But you know what? I learned what I needed to learn.
Exactly.
And I'm still learning.
Exactly.
I'm still learning. So,
yeah.
I thank God for that.
They taught us. I didn't understand some of the stuff she was saying at first.
No.
But now I fully understand.
Yeah. And I think part of it is because we're not ready to understand. I think we're not ready to understand. There are a lot of things that block our understanding.
Right.
When we become grown,
come on now.
We go into a phase of independence, and I got this. I can handle this. This, that, and the third. And so we typically tend to ignore a lot of things that they're passing down. Right.
Right.
So it's just good to remember.
Absolutely. Like knowing your worth.
Of course.
My mama said, you know what? You gotta know who you are. You came from the Protestants.
Yes.
You gotta know who you are.
Yes.
Go in there and comb your hair. Go in there and wash your face. Go
wash your face.
Clean your clothes.
Yes.
Iron
your clothes.
Presentable. When you go out of here, you represent me.
Yes.
So can I get you to
look the part?
Please look the part.
Today, not so much.
Yeah.
I see some people look very interesting when I go outside. And
exactly.
I'm really concerned about who told them or didn't tell them that they should have that on. But I'm not the one to judge. I just try to stay in my lane.
Exactly.
Exactly. My wife don't stay. I'm like
exactly. But know your worth, because if you know your worth, there are certain things you're not gonna do.
Yes. No, you won't.
Because
you don't want to compromise yourself.
Exactly.
Right?
It sounds old-fashioned. That's old school. That's how they do it back 1961, 62. That's old school for some people. However,
well, there's a level of dignity and self-respect that I think everybody should have, men or women.
Man. Yes.
And I don't think we should lose that, right? I think that's what made us who we are as a people.
Exactly.
And we've taken pride. I think we set a lot of standards in this country as well as throughout the world in response to how we present ourselves culturally.
Oh, absolutely.
Ethnically, and whatever else. So I think we have to study who we are and appreciate what we brought to the table and what we bring to the table and what we're going to bring in terms of our kids, grandkids, and whatever. So you got to pass down some stuff, right?
You got to pass down some standards.
You got to
and some
standards.
Boundaries.
Goodness,
we think those boundaries are just restricting us.
Yes,
but they really are safeguarding.
Yes. Yes.
Keeping us safe.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. And we talked about it a while ago. Proverbs 31.
Come on. That's it.
And Solomon talks about, a woman after God's heart, a virtuous woman. It's the epilogue. I mean, it's the end of the chapter. I guess he put the best at the end.
Okay.
Solomon was interesting. Solomon had a whole lot of lady friends.
Yeah.
Wives and
concubines.
Okay,
that's a good word. That's a good word.
Extras.
Right.
Spares.
What kind of man was that he could handle?
You can't handle it. Look, you can't handle that.
You don't think he handled up? You don't think he handled up?
I don't know.
You don't read about him not handling up, do you?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Brother has some extra batteries somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to deal with all that. Just one.
Just one?
Get one.
Just one?
Yes.
I got you. I got you.
So I'm trying to figure out what you doing. Stop that. I'm gonna be like Solomon. No, you're not.
You cannot be like Solomon.
You can't be like Solomon.
You don't have the fortitude.
No, we live under the New Testament.
Yes.
One.
Yes. Just one.
Yes. Exactly right. One love. That's it. Houdini. Get you one love.
Get you one love.
Hey, don't be trying to get 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
When I look at Proverbs 31, it talks about this virtuous woman, and of course, it typically is associated with someone who is married. But for me, I guess the question is, should women who aspire to be married or not still look at the qualities of the virtuous woman to establish a standard. Since you mentioned standard, to establish a standard of living for themselves and how they consider themselves to be valued,
Right. That's
and taken seriously when it comes down to
oh my gosh.
life and living. Right. So so many other things affect, especially women of color, in particular African American women.
Right.
Because they're faced with so many different challenges.
Right.
Whether it be in health, whether it be in education, whether it be in entrepreneurship,
Right.
or economic security, there are a lot of things that African American women still have to deal with, or women of color still have to deal with, political issues or political leadership. How are they seen in public?
Absolutely.
And so those challenges still persist, right? So a lot of stereotypes women have to deal with, whether they be fair or unfair.
Right.
That's something that you still are plagued with. And I say plagued with not from a standpoint of how you feel personally about yourself,
Right.
but I think society sets various standards that may be realistic or not really realistic.
Exactly.
And I'm just not just society in terms of our day-to-day life, but I'll go as even far enough to say church.
No, you didn't. Did you say church? Well, you okay? Come on, let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it. Now,
I'm just saying. Are they realistic? Are they
realistic?
Are they the standards we upheld women to, 20, 30, 40 years ago? Do those standards still, are they still valid?
Such as women wearing pants, what
dress,
what
leadership roles,
Okay. Can they preach?
roles in the family, spiritual roles at church.
Come on.
Obviously, those things have changed in a lot of different congregations, but some congregations still hold to some of those sage-old traditions that we were under maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Okay.
Right? So there's a balance. I don't want to get too caught up into what the norms are. That really ain't this kind of show today. We ain't simply telling folk, church folk, you shouldn't do, she shouldn't be doing it. And that ain't
right.
She shouldn't be praying in front. And that ain't what we ain't here to talk about.
We're going to heaven, okay?
We ain't here to talk about that.
No.
We're talking about women in particular.
Right.
But since we do lean on the spiritual side of things,
Right.
what are some things that you feel as a woman? Because I may have my own perceptions about womanhood, right?
Right.
But they may be invalid because I'm not a what?
Woman.
I'm not a woman.
Yay.
I'm a dude. So dudes don't think the same
No.
way.
Sure don't.
So, but here's my thing. A lot of expectations in terms of womanhood have been projected to me, and I pass them on to my daughters,
Right.
nieces, cousins, whoever else. I need to kind of watch that
Okay.
because those projections didn't always necessarily come or haven't always come from women. They come from dudes. So
Okay.
So I need to watch that, right?
So
I need to
so the things are they coming from is that from your father, your uncles, your
oh yeah,
your older
fathers,
brothers?
uncle, uncles,
Yeah.
brother, God rest his soul. I mean, anybody, anybody I deal with, in terms of masculinity or male,
Sure.
Manhood, they have certain expectations about women that may not always be what is the true perception of women.
Right.
And I think a lot of those perceptions kind of put women in a certain categories that are unrealistic.
Okay.
Maybe because some of them can't deal with that. They may not be able to deal with certain women attributes. Certain
Like,
cause I think women have had to evolve over time in response to social norms and social. So
I just want to.
What do you think?
Okay, let me ask this question.
Okay.
Why do men feel like they can just? This is just my question This is just my question.
Right.
Just when it comes to cars.
Right.
When it comes to cars and
Right.
brakes and brake pad,
Yes.
just fixing it or whatever.
Yes.
Why do men feel like they can overcharge and lie? Because I've been lied to.
Right.
I've been
Right.
straight up lied to about
Yes.
my car, right?
Yes.
And what it needed and what it didn't need
Right.
in order to get it fixed.
Right.
Why do they feel like that's okay for them to your car need A, B, C, and D when it really just needed
Why?
A?
Why do we do that?
Why?
Because we can.
Okay. Really?
Let me clarify
Is
that.
that okay? Please. Does that make you a dog? What does that make you as a man?
Well, it makes you dishonest. I mean,
That's just dishonesty.
It really is. It's
Okay.
taking advantage of what your perception is about. What
She don't know.
She don't exactly right. Till she
So-
comes. Now, till she comes. No, I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I ask you for this. So women stay
Exactly.
informed about what that looks like,
gotta
right?
stay informed.
But again, these are norms that we are brought up to believe that
Exactly.
men take care of the cars, the yard, this, that, and the
Yes.
third. Women take care of the house, and blah blah blah
Come
blah.
on.
Right.
Exactly.
So, again, those are the norms. My wife went to go get tires one time, right? So,
Did she get the right one?
yeah, she did, right?
She did.
I met her up there, right?
Okay.
But she did her
went work.
homework before I went up there, so I don't sweat my wife in response to stuff,
I
right?
got you.
Because she's very knowledgeable.
Because she does her homework.
No, I trained her.
You trained her.
No, I'm just kidding.
He said it, did. I don't know.
I kid.
You-
My
you-
wife researches stuff, and then she
Yes.
may ask me
Yeah. What you think?
what I think, right? And or I
yeah.
may tell her, you might want to look at this, right?
Right.
Don't let them sit here and talk to you about this. But she typically does her homework, and she's a very good negotiator.
Right.
If not, but she don't know, and I had to come with her.
Okay.
But sometimes, even when she know, you still got dudes. Cause my wife, she cute, right? She's cute.
very cute, yeah.
She's
She's a very beautiful
and
woman.
some people think that
Yeah.
they can until she give them that South
she go
Houston look.
Geraldine.
She give them that Geraldine look,
That's my girl.
and then she get real matter of fact. She's sweet,
But
she's sweet, but she don't play.
But she don't play.
Yeah, she like Zorro. She'll cut you. You don't even like, oh my
You
god.
beat it. You look down. You bleed.
Yeah, it's a D on my chest. So it's like she just and she's very smooth with it, right?
Right.
But so sometimes I just come, I'm behind her like, yeah.
Beautiful.
And because that's the dude. Because he looking at me, looking at her, looking at me. I'm like, hey, whatever she said, that's what it is, right? Because sometimes I don't know nothing, right?
You don't know nothing. You just in the
I'm
room.
Just looking like, yeah.
Wow.
Because my wife has had to,
Yeah.
before we got married, she had to take care of the kids, right?
Exactly. And take care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I came on, and it's like, everything started making sense now. So,
Exactly.
What she gonna give you when I
Get
to the
them,
house?
girl.
I don't care.
You need some help, let me know.
So she's very knowledgeable about a lot of
Exactly.
things. But here's the thing. Some guys would find that to be very intimidating. I didn't.
And that is what
Yeah, I found it
That
to be
is so true.
I found it to be very. I found that confidence to be very attractive, and kind of sexy. I did. That confidence about a lot of stuff.
Come
I thought,
on.
oh my God, she's.
you gotta have some confidence.
She looked at me like, "What I need you for?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I ain't never heard that before. You just went up about 1,000. Oh my gosh, you just."
Cause I don't really need.
Bro,
I don't really
what I
need.
need
Come on
to-
now. What you bringing to the table? What you?
My God.
That's confidence, baby.
She said,
because
"This is my table. What you bringing to the
What
table?
you bringing to this table?
Yeah. So, on the list, because you compiled a list of things, right? And so one of them is self-respect.
Right.
Women should have a sense of self-respect about who they are, right?
Exactly.
So knowing one's worth fosters a sense of self-respect, which is essential for healthy relationships and personal fulfillment.
Absolutely.
That is so true, right?
Self-respect.
Yes, because if people don't respect you, they not going to acknowledge you, right?
Come on now.
So how do you find? I mean, what do you find that to be the case in this situation when it comes down to? Excuse me, you having a keen understanding of self-respect, a keen knowledge of self-respect, and knowing who you are. How have you seen that received by other folks, especially dudes?
It's not always received well.
Why not? Because I would. I do.
You do.
Yes.
But most men want to feel that superior. Like, I really can't handle you. You're a little bit too much for me. I can't put you in this box that I want to put you in because you're not gonna fit there. That means I'm gonna have to step up my game in order to accommodate you and have a conversation with you. I'm gonna have to step it up, or I'm gonna have to come in a different direction with you, where I could just, maybe I was coming with my charm, my good looks, slide you a couple of dollars. That's not gonna work because you got your own stuff. So I'm gonna have to step the game up. I'm gonna have to come in a different way.
So for the dude, that's what the deal is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I see.
So that self-respect breeds a certain level of confidence that you're saying that women have to have.
We have to have it, but again, you can't lose that feminine thing. You can't lose that. You're gonna have to keep that. Like, your wife she's very feminine, she's cute, she's very knowledgeable.
Yes,
right?
she is very knowledgeable.
She's very knowledgeable. So we have to make sure, and she's very confident.
Yes.
And so those two things put together, and there are so many of us, so many women that they just don't possess that. They just, they've been beat up for whatever reason. They've been, what I'm saying? I'm not sure what it is, but I think you said it. I think you just said. I think a lot of women have been made to feel subservient. Exactly. Beat up on their self-confidence.
And beaten up, not but by guys.
Gaslighting.
Yes. I think a lot of women been beat up by other women.
Oh, man.
Girl, you ain't supposed to be doing that.
I ain't never really had
Let
that.
him do it. Let him pay for that.
Okay.
Get your one. Hey, let him spend his money.
Oh, yeah.
Let him do so and so. Go on, take. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, we have those conversations. We do.
And it's like.
And it's based on some of the things that we've seen or heard, have experienced, that we've walked through.
Right.
Right. So we don't want our girlfriend to have to go through the same thing. Girl, been there, done that. Here's what happened. But everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Do you think the confidence of women today is? You think women are more self-confident than they used to be?
I think they are.
Or it's just a different.
I think they're confident. There's a number of percentage of black women that have decided to become entrepreneurs. Now, you become an entrepreneur, you're on a different level. You are completely on a different level because everything is on you, and so you have to be able to plan. You have to be able to know the ins and outs. You got to know the laws. You got to know whatever it is for your particular business. You got to be able to study, and you got to know people.
And it's amazing you said that. I did a study on women in AfricanAmericanProgress.org. It states that African American women own business. African American owned businesses are the fastest growing segment of women owned businesses in the market.
Right.
And they're starting up at a rate 6 times higher than the national average. 6 times higher than the national average. Now, that would include, brick and mortar buildings, of course. That would also include online businesses.
Exactly.
And the like, right? So, in a few years ago, that was unheard of.
It was.
And I've seen that grow definitely because of the pandemic. And women making themselves more knowledgeable. I know my association with women oftentimes feel as if their sense of independence,
right,
and self-esteem and self-worth, is directly associated with their educational status.
Come on,
and their ability to own a business.
Exactly.
That gives them economic sustainability.
Exactly.
All right. Do you find that some men find that attractive?
I think so.
Or
of course.
Or do some men find that to be a distraction or find that to be intimidating?
It really depends on the woman and how she presents it to her man. It really depends on her. Um, um, yeah, I think it just depends on her and how she's going about. You know, if she's arrogant and boastful, but she's not sweet and kind and love, but still kind of like Dina. We keep going back to Dina. She's a prime example. Y'all gotta come see her. Y'all gotta see her. She is.
I might have her on the show one day.
You gonna have her on the show one day? She's just
perhaps.
You probably wouldn't know how to act, y'all. Probably.
I'm gonna cut up. No, I'm not.
But men don't have to be intimidated if they're on point. If they're
what do you mean if man is on point, he ain't gotta worry about it. What does that mean?
If you on point, if you're a man, if you're doing what men do, you know the list. If there's a list. If you're on point, you got your education, you got your stuff, everything is in line.
I have a different list of
I know
stuff.
Okay, but be on your list.
No, seriously. I definitely I think for me, not only my wife, but the women in my life, whether it be sisters, relatives, friends, whatever, those who I closely associate with have sharpened me to be who I am.
That's so good.
So I'm not intimidated by what a woman brings to the table.
Exactly.
In terms of education, personal endeavors, financial endeavors, entrepreneurship. That doesn't. Matter of fact, I'm gonna support that.
Exactly.
Because if I support that, they'll support me.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
And I think that was one. I think that was one of the themes that's deeply rooted in the Proverbs 31 woman. About how she goes out and sows and takes care and provides for the family and supports her husband while he's doing his thing, right?
Exactly.
And I think that is something that we should definitely take to heart and continue to do those things. So, matter of fact, also the number of companies started by African American women grew nearly 258% from 1997 to 2013.
Yep.
258%.
That's big. Wow.
That is ginormous.
That's huge. But
that's pretty big.
But I think the church, and we talked about the church a few minutes ago. When I think of women, we're bonding together. We're coming together. When I think about Woman Evolved and Woman Thou Art Loose, and you have these huge conferences where women are learning. Not only are they learning God and how to and their self-worth, but they're learning about business. They're learning how to be an entrepreneur. They're learning how to start a business and maintain it. And
right.
All of that is happening, and it's huge. It's big. It's really, really big.
Yes.
But and then the reverse is our men are going to the penitentiary. They're going to prison, and they're being locked down, and they're, that number is rising, or has risen, and so it it's just kind of is just throwing everything off. So when it's the men, I want my man to be in charge. I want him to be the lead. I want him to be the head. I want him to be able to bring home the bacon and fry. I want him to be able to do all of that, right? But that's not always happening for everybody. That's not always happening.
Okay,
it's more of the woman.
Okay.
That's having to do that role. It's kind of like the roles have reversed.
Okay.
But I really feel like men, and I think the church is the last place for men to actually be in charge and lead. I think that's probably one of the last places for them to do that. That's been, I don't know. It's kind of role reversal for me.
That I see. I could speak to the fact that a lot of African American men that I know, and I know a lot of them.
Yeah, you do.
And but that church piece is very important.
Absolutely.
For a lot of men, one of the only avenues they have for self-expression and leadership is through the church, right?
Is at the church.
And the church provides that, and it grooms that. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's done in a healthy, nurturing fashion, I mean, that's good. I think we have to look to society in terms of how do I perceive myself in regards to leadership. If I feel like I don't have any say-so at my job, then that's a problem, right? If I feel like I don't have any control at my job, I can't control my movement,
right?
In terms of me going up and down the ladder of success, then I may develop some insecurities. I may develop some negative concepts and thoughts about myself, which may mess with my self-esteem a little bit, right? Exactly. So I bring that home, right?
Come on now.
And I may kick the dog and
you
do
might
whatever.
go kick the dog.
So for some guys, and not me, they act out towards the folk in their household. Some, not all.
Exactly. That's
not
true.
all. Some. Okay.
Right.
But again, that's a me issue. And I say that because if I take care of me, my wife ain't got to worry about nothing.
That's so true.
If I take care of me, I'm going to take care of my wife. I'm going to take care of my kids. I'm going to take care of my grandkids.
Exactly.
And that's mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially.
Exactly. What hinders you from not doing that? What hinders you from not taking care of yourself as a man? What would hinder you?
Lack of knowledge.
Okay.
Lack of knowledge, lack of appreciation. Same thing that we have listed for women are the same things I can list for myself. When we don't have a lack of confidence, when we lack confidence in ourselves, that's shown in how we socialize and how we develop relationships outside of us, right? That confidence can be seen. It can be turned outwardly. We may be very frustrated, may look upset, may be attitudinal. Ready for the jump off because we feel a sense of, we may feel a lack of security.
Oh, wow.
So we act out. Sometimes we do some self-destructive stuff. Sometimes we drink, smoke, and do whatever else. All right? There's a lot of things we do. Sometimes we just sit at the house and don't do nothing but watch ESPN all day. Do-do-do, do-do-do. I mean, there are a lot of things that we do. Sometimes that are not very healthy, can be considered to be self-destructive. But I do believe, one,
come on,
if I put myself in a position for growth because I see the need of taking care of my family like Christ took care of the church,
right?
I'm not going to pigeonhole myself and relegate not only myself but the folks around me to be pigeonholed as well. I'm going to say, hey, look, this is what I did to make it. You can do the same thing.
Exactly.
Or you can do something similar. Open up those doors of opportunity and let folk flourish. Don't be trying to hold folk down because you ain't got, two nickels rubbed together. They ain't, But you know what? That took some growth for me. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Come on.
I hadn't always thought that way. Because I grew up in a very traditional environment.
Okay. Yeah.
My dad brought the check to the crib.
Yeah.
My wife, not my wife, my mom, she worked at home. Now she had a side hustle. My wife was a beautician.
Come on, okay.
And my daddy, he said, I tell you what, I'm going to build a shop. I'm going to convert the garage to the shop.
Wow.
And you can work at the house.
That's what I'm
you
talking
can't go
about.
outside the house and work. You go work at the house. You gonna go from cleaning the kitchen to the shop. No. However, that gave her, she got her beautician's license.
Yes.
My mom got her GED. She didn't graduate high school. She got her GED.
Okay.
I say this to anybody. A lot of what I do is based on both my mom and dad, but a lot of what I do is based on my mom. My mom always had a sense of education where she pushed us to get more, do more, right?
Right.
And my dad was like, he had a work ethic out of this world. My dad straight hustle. That's just what he did, right?
Come on.
And so I'm the product of both worlds, just like you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you got to understand boundaries.
Exactly. Oh, that's so important.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so important. Boundaries. Yeah.
You gotta practice healthy boundaries and limits.
Absolutely.
You got to. You got to be assertive about what you do.
Right.
And women have had to be assertive.
That's so true.
Why is that the case?
Because it's just hard out here.
Is it a woman's nature to be assertive?
In some things, when we want our way.
Or have women had to learn to be more assertive?
We you know, it's just innately in us.
Are women just naturally bossy? No,
of
I'm just
course.
kidding. I'm the boss.
Because y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all
don't know what you
don't know what
you're
don't know what
doing.
y'all just don't know what y'all doing. I can't. I'm sorry.
Move out the
Y'all
way.
don't care nothing about, you want to go shopping? I don't care nothing. Just bring me something back. That right
Whatever
there.
you want to do.
You know what I'm saying? That right there.
Just,
So it appears that we're bossy, but you ain't made up you ain't said nothing. What you want to eat? Whatever you cook. Well,
What you want to eat?
well, I just ask you. You can't give me no.
Whatever you want to do.
Somebody ask you a question, you ought to know what you want. But y'all don't.
No, okay, hold up.
No, you don't. What you want to eat? Whatever you want to eat.
She won't. Because
Okay,
I'm going to tell you why I say that.
Okay, come on.
Because I want to think about her first.
No, because you don't want to make. If you say let's go to Popeyes, and she say no, we went there last night, or no, that's not healthy, or no, we. You don't want to feel like you made a bad choice. That's why. Whatever you want. So y'all put it on us. Whatever you want, babe. Okay, I want to know.
Okay,
what
but
you
I will
want.
come back and say, no, we ain't doing that. No.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
There's a healthy balance.
It is.
There's a healthy
it
balance
is.
between that, right? So, the assertiveness is something that of course, you just gotta have.
Yeah.
For me,
Exactly.
and I see a lot of women who become more assertive
Right.
because if you're not, then opportunities will pass you by,
Exactly.
right? And so a person's decision making
get it.
skills have to be on point.
Right.
Understanding what you're worth and making the decisions that align with the values that you aspire to,
Right.
leading to a more fulfilled life. I think fulfillment for me, whether it be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, of course, financially,
Right.
I think those boxes need to be checked as much as possible. You got to have a balance, right?
Right.
So I think it's imperative for me as a man to support that.
Okay.
It really is. I ain't trying to stop nobody from doing what.
You not.
No, I'm not. I part of my core values are based upon self-fulfillment, as long as it's in alignment with what's at the crib.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if she decided one day, look, I want to go skydiving, I'm like, well, hold on, that's not in my core values. That's not a part.
That's something you want to do.
We're
You're not
doing
going.
that.
You're not supporting. You're not going.
No,
You're not gonna go.
Oh. I know she wouldn't say that because I don't think she.
Yeah.
Not at this point.
Exactly.
She get kind of long in the tooth. She ain't trying to she want to go places, but she ain't trying to jump out no plane.
Okay. Cool.
She not there.
No.
She.
Absolutely not. So, confidence is important.
Yes, it is.
What else is important? I got my list. I can't.
To
pull it
me,
up. For women, for this Women's Month, we're talking about women. I mean, direct.
well, you tell me what do you confidence?
Direct.
What else? What is your message to women as a woman? Because I ain't gonna project mine, right?
It's not the inner. Here's. It's not the inner beauty. It's the outer beauty. It's not the hair. It's not the the nails. It's not the fine jewelry. That's not what makes you. That's not what builds.
Oh, so you don't have no
self-worth.
issue with a woman walking outside with a bonnet on and the pink house shoes
I want you to be
and the biker show.
that doesn't define.
Don't define you.
That doesn't define. It's your inner. It's what God the beauty God sees.
So it don't matter if she
I need for you to be, I didn't. It does matter. Don't go outside. Don't go outside toe up. Don't go outside toe up. Don't.
But
do
she
that.
driving. Hold up. What if she got that on right?
Uh-huh.
If she driving Bentley, is that a problem?
Is that a problem for? Not a problem for me. Why is it a problem?
She got the house shoes on with the bonnet and the biker shorts and the crop top.
Where's she finna go? To the store?
She might be going to Starbucks. I don't know. Should I have a perception? Should I have if I don't see if I see her in public? Because
what you gonna say, girl? Did you come out the house like that?
Who told her? And she in line doing this right here.
Oh.
And
Can
I get some extra cheese on that?
For real?
I'm just saying.
What is your perception? What are you saying?
It's a lot of stuff go through my mind. I'm just
really?
saying.
Does Christ go through your mind at all?
No, Christ probably did not.
No, it does not.
My flesh side kicks in real quick because God forgive me.
And here's
because I'm sorry because how we've been trained to look at things, right?
We cannot.
We just said, look, I grew up in a time. I grew up in the 70s, and women and guys dressed. You didn't come out the house.
We did not come out the house like that. No.
But today, that's the no.
They do.
But she get in and she driving a drop top Bentley.
You can't expect for people to have any kind of respect for you. Or even
and she got a business
and be believable coming out the house looking like that. You just
stay in the car. Order from the
drive-thru. Order from the drive-thru.
A woman during my generation would not come outside.
No.
Typically, I could be wrong. I'm not saying always, so don't be quoting me. Brother Rhymes said that. I'm not saying that. Although I meet a lot of older, adventurous women who feel like they can walk outside with crop tops and biker pants on.
We're not doing that.
And I just someone feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But in my generation, that's not typically not the case.
No. Our mothers they would kill us first.
Yeah, they would.
No, we don't do that.
But some do, though. I seen some.
Exactly.
I seen some.
Exactly.
What you looking at? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell me. She confident, though.
She confident.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they confident. So hey.
So
whatever.
I'm saying, let's read 1 Peter 3 before we go.
Okay, 1 Peter 3, what do you say?
1 Peter 3, verse number 3 through 4. Come on, let's talk about God and what He says about. 1 Peter 3. What is it? You got it?
1 Peter 3 and 4?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Your beauty should not come
on.
from outward adornments such as elaborate hairstyles.
Come on.
And the wearing of jewelry and fine clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, it should be that of your inner self.
All right.
The unfading beauty of gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth of God's sight.
Of great worth.
Uh-huh.
That gentle and quiet spirit. What that look like?
It don't look. Let me tell you what it don't look like.
What does it look like? What does that look
to
like?
To me, I think that for me,
okay.
I think that a quiet beauty is very strong.
Absolutely strong.
It's very strong.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong. I think how if a woman can articulate herself and is humorous and or funny and
right.
and is
mm-hmm.
vocal. Mm-hmm. I ain't say loud.
You didn't say loud.
I didn't say loud. Vocal.
Okay.
I appreciate humor.
Right.
So but I think that sitting back and looking out and observing before you say something is a definite quality.
It's important, really.
It's highly important.
Yes.
I was told once, and you can tell me how you. And this is in response to men and women. People who typically have outward showings of who they are they got to have this, they got to wear that, they got to be here, they got to do this, really have a shallow self-conceptualization about who they are because they lack that confidence. So, and in order for people not to see how weak they are or weak they may be perceived, they do things outwardly to cover up those weaknesses or blind spots.
Exactly.
Do you feel like that be the case or not?
Huh?
Do you think that's true? Do you think people who like dress a certain way just always got to be like gaudy and, you know, had their hair done all the time and like...
Well, there are some women that do that. There are some women that, you know, they got it together every day and they don't come outside without, you know what I'm saying, their stuff.
But do you think they're trying to cover up what they may be lacking in terms of self-confidence?
No. I think they just want to be right. Okay. They just want to be cute. Connie Williams is on the line. What's up, Connie Williams? How you doing? Connie Williams says, I'm gonna say what she's doing, looking like that in that business.
The car don't match the person.
Is her car payment taking all her money? Okay, Connie.
Stop that, Connie. Stop. Connie, I thought that, right? But I ain't say nothing.
She says some women really need that before they go look past that to see their inner self, makeup and wigs and that kind of thing. Maybe they think they're more highly of themselves, she says. You think
they overrated?
Maybe they think highly of themselves, so they look the look and walk the walk. They got the bread to back it up. That's what she said. Interesting, because I think that
confirms a lot of what I'm not saying that's all women. Exactly. And I can say the same thing for guys. I think some people do a lot of stuff to draw attention to themselves, so people won't find out exactly what they are and who they know. Look, people judge us on two things, right?
Exactly. Come on, and that's just not for women.
I kid you not. People most times people judge you on two things, right?
Right.
One, how you write and how you speak.
True. That's so true.
I kid you not. Because sometimes, because it's about communication, how you write and how you speak,
right,
and how you effectively do those things, oftentimes determine how people value you.
That's so true. People value, but you have to know your own value.
Well, exactly right. So, if that's the case, I'm going to learn how to speak well and write well as much as possible.
Exactly, because you're being judged by that.
Exactly right. At the end of the day, people want to know what you know.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
And so, she might be Einstein level with the bonnet on and the house shoes. I don't know. However, perception, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
You don't. That is so right.
So I'm gonna set my judgment to the side till I hear her say so.
That's our show. Very good. Very good. I like that. Women, stay encouraged.
Please do.
Be encouraged. Know your worth. Do not
succumb to the expectations of the world. No. Always venture out. Do more. Be more.
Exactly. And get with God.
Yes. And if that brother can't help you, drop that zero and get you a hero.
Just like that.
Drop that zero.
And get you a hero. Just like that. Okay? Stop the madness. Let's go. Okay? It's 2024 March. Let's go. It's Women's Month. We're celebrating women this month. May the Lord just continue to bless you, give you what you need. If you seek Him, He will give you the desires of your heart. If you do His will, God wants. He loves you, and we do too.
Yes, yes, we do.
We do too.
Yes.
Dina, here he come. He coming to the house. Get him, girl. Get him. We'll see y'all next time on a Heartfelt Testimony. We'll see y'all.